The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Atlanta Falcons. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They begin with a run by Smith, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe him.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing on third down, Newton. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw... But fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
Well, that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football? Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut them down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate. Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Handoff, running left, Smith. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. Back to throw, Newton. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great Big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Colts take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Extra point put through by Succop. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
41 yards on the ground for him so far.
Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in. That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Now Newton on 1st down.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Newton. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. On fourth down, Newton. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Here we go.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he should watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect it. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action, it's Newton.
A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
For a team that came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Burrow on play action. Rolling to his left.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again.
Picked off by Anthony Brown.
And the Colts are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Flush to his right, and he'll just get rid of it.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 2nd down, here's Smith. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing is Newton. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Trayvon Walker.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Here we go on 4th. Newton. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. Eckler now between the tackles. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Burrow looking to pass. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Out of the gun, Newton. Flushed out right. And he comes back with one complete. They snap it to Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with...
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at first.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 70. And the Falcons have moved out in front.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the 1st half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the 1st half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Looking here for Smith downfield. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Devontae Smith, 63 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, that big score all started with Cam being forced from the pocket, but when he's outside of the pocket, it doesn't really bother him.
And part of that is the word you use, big, right? He bought extra time by moving outside of the pocket, which means receivers can get downfield farther, and Cam's got more than enough arm to find him, and we end up with a big play.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out. To the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Burrow's throw here into the hands of Moore. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5 now. Burrow. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 21. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's caught. Smith. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Here's second and a yard. Newton now to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
A final shot before the break. Newton. That's caught inside the 20. The ball comes out, and this one will actually go out of bounds, so no recovery. And that is how we conclude this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 93 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken at the 15. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
20.
Now Newton. Pressure comes, and down he goes. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Newton now to throw. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out, and the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that it was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
And, Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and the bottom line is protect the football. Just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points, but that doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try and put the ball in the end zone yourself. Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the gun on third down, Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. They will throw on first down with Burrow, sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. DJ Moore, 27 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive... Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. On first down, Newton dancing to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. Now Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 54. Gun. Check. Watch me.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. DJ Moore with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Off play action. Newton. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Suckup now set to kick it off following the made field goal. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there. And that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll try the right side with Eckler, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Big 13.
It's Eckler again. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Burrow. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there. 54 yards. And the Falcons are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. He's going to let this go deep for Jim. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Flush to his right. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Eckler, they run left side. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On the give, this is Eckler. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
11 Thomas.
Burrow going for it on 4th. Flushed out right. And it'll be intercepted.
picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Colts are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Succop for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not, and I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
It was Anthony Averett who got him down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 2nd and 7. Burrow staying on his feet. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.